Hey, folks, welcome to Wrestling and a Movie. Boy, do we have a treat for you today. Not only do we have a crazy-ass movie in Frankenhooker, we have got the wild woman herself from the Doublewide to Worldwide, Bobbie freaking Thunder.
Hey, what's
Welcome.
up? Let's go. Let's get Bobbie Licious up in here.
Yeah, what is it you say? 10 toes down on Bobbie Business, right?
Yeah, 10 toes. I mean, what do I say? I say 10 toes. I say standing on unadulterated, mildly educated, premeditated Bobbie Business. Newly saying Bobbie Licious a lot.
Ah.
I say double wide delight. I don't know. I just come up.
It's good.
I let them call me bad influence Bobbie, because if you know me, that's probably what's gonna happen. Is that I might just be a bad influence on you. Probably. I will enable you.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, that is great. Look, I always got to know why. What brought you into wrestling? Was it a childhood dream or what happened?
Loved wrestling growing up. I watched it ever since I was little. I mean, I have all these like little photos of me at like 3 or 4 years old and I'm around a wrestling ring. So, I mean, I probably wasn't being like, oh, I love this. But my peepaw, you know, because I'm from the South, he was in the business. He was part of Global Wrestling Federation back in the early 90s, late 80s.
Wow.
It was the first promotion to be on ESPN, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was actually kind of major back then, but
Wow.
it only lasted for a couple of years because WCW wanted to get more of that area and everything. So, but it took over the Sportatorium a lot over in Dallas, but they would also come over to a lot in Marietta, Cobb County, that area. So it was a lot. He was very invested in the business and he was like a booker. So anytime I'd go over to his house for a weekend or someone had to watch me, I was usually with him watching like old wrestling tapes. So or what was ever on like SmackDown or something, whatever was airing, but usually tapes because it would be odd hours. So yeah.
Well, that's wild. So you've just this has been your life.
Oh, yeah. I mean, of course, when he got older and stuff, he was not very involved in the business, and it just became something I really liked watching, and then I'd watch it with him. But he was super critical because he watched it as a worker. I'd be like, I don't get it. I love John Cena.
Yeah.
I love Jeff. What's wrong with him? I'm like 7. Like he's like, work rate. Footwork.
Yeah, I get that. Dave and I review a lot of movies and I act as well. And I get very hypercritical when you're close to it and you see how things are done and you look at things differently.
Yeah. I mean, now I get it. Now, whenever he's talking about like how JBL is one of his favorite wrestlers, now I watch it. Yeah, me too. I get it.
Nothing like a good clothesline.
Yeah, the clothesline, the footwork. It's really just like having the full. He had like a full package of a certain time in wrestling, but maybe not. Or it was a little bit more modern. But like that's what I understand. What his mentality was, what his perspective was.
Yeah,
for good wrestlers, and then he would always call Undertaker Mean Mark on TV, and I was like, and it's because that was his old WCW name. That's what he knew him as. And I was
okay.
So it was just a lot of stuff that went over my head. But as I got older, you know, you kind of, you know, wrestling was kind of getting a little, But when I was about 18, I was like, okay, well, I can go to college. Just kidding. I'm broke. I'm poor. I don't have that opportunity. So I'm actually going to go try out at this local wrestling school. And it was Sika's school over in Pensacola, XW 2000. Got in.
Nice.
And then from there, I wanted to keep upgrading and learning more and more and more. Went to the Power Factory that would turn into the Nightmare Factory up in Atlanta. QT, Cody Rhodes, Glacier. But I was a little bit more of a QT kid than I was a Cody kid, just because of when the transition of Power and all that happened.
Right.
But yeah, and now I moved back to the Gulf Coast and I train with Scott Armstrong now. So yeah, I loved it. Had a little bit of a break in the years, but you know, life happens. COVID was a big factor that took me out of wrestling for a while.
Took a lot of people out of a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's funny how whenever you're in like survival mode financially, how like you're like, oh, Okay, I actually can't really go after my dreams at the moment, but luckily I'm a musician too. So I was able to pass the time just recording stuff and having fun with that and just waste because it was just like I already had guitars, I already had stuff to record with, so it was just like
Right.
something
Right.
something to do, I guess. It was some
So let me go off of that. Can
Yeah.
we expect an Elias Joe Hendry type gimmick from you in the future?
I mean, I already do some promotions. If they ask me to, I will make a song for people. My intro
Nice.
is actually done by the band that I was in right before I quit the band because I had to pursue wrestling a lot more. Because I just honestly, when this past like couple of years when I got back into it, I didn't expect to, I guess, do well. Like I didn't expect to like have a huge schedule, but it happened pretty fast. So I told them, I was like, guys, I'm gonna find you a new bass player. Don't worry, or y'all can just pick one. I don't care. And yeah, so but I mean I'm on that track. It's called Snake Charmer by Tira Lira. It's pretty fun, little new wavy.
Awesome.
Uh,
Awesome.
Nice.
but yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on the promotion, but most of them will ask me to eventually get out the guitar. I don't always like doing it because I don't think certain promoters realize how big of an ask is to come up with a song.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge ask. Oh,
like,
sure, write something.
hey, I was just thinking it'd be a really great idea. In 3 days, do you think you can write a song and perform it live? And I'm like, no.
No, I can't.
No, I won't. But
No.
at most, I'll give you a parody. I'll give you a parody of something, which is why I did for over in Panama City, Guardians Legacy, I did a parody of The Joker by Steve Miller Band and called it Thunder. So, I mean, I'll do it
I'm
here.
definitely gonna go look for that.
Yeah, it's now they're requesting a full version, and I'm actually down to do it. I'm actually down to do it.
That's cool.
Nice.
Because it's easy to just come up with words. It's the getting a whole band together. But I'll probably find some. I can replicate the drum machine probably and lay down the bass line easy. It'll be easy. Or I'll just find a karaoke. Who knows?
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
I've always kind of had a lot of fun just coming up with I guess like a parody version of songs, but I mean original, I could do that here and there, like Joe Hendry. I don't want to take his thing though. I'm a little bit more roughneck than he is, I guess.
Yeah. I could see that. So you grew up watching this and everything. Was there any, or is there now any wrestlers that you look at, current or past, that is an inspiration to you for where you see your trajectory or where you want to follow or path to take?
I mean, I feel like my fave wrestlers growing up versus now, it's very different. Growing up, of course, you're attracted to certain types of vibes or aesthetics, I guess. So like I always loved Edge growing up, always loved Randy Orton growing up, Jeff Hardy. Those were my people. And then I mean, Stone Cold wasn't, it was like on the tail end of my time. Right. I mean, now when I'm like studying matches, I love watching early Stone Cold matches. Not whenever he was Stone Cold, when he was stunning Steve Austin.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I mean, his ring work was great. So, I mean, I loved watching his stuff. I love watching Tracy Smothers, Brad Armstrong. That's where I'm at now. But I would say in terms of like how I'd like my career, I mean, I love Mick Foley.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I love his
book. A wonderful guy.
He's a great dude. Love his book. I feel like I'm a lot more of a character than I am an athlete sometimes, and I can really relate to his story and that variety, I guess. So I mean, Mick Foley is someone who like I'm someone I like revisit a lot of his experiences, maybe in his book or interviews, and I'm like, what was he feeling about this part of his career? So I can I'm at, but. I mean, things are still pretty, I'm still young. Things are still pretty new. So it's not really, I'm not too worried. I'm just making my own path mainly.
Which is awesome.
I'd like to. But there's not really a wrestler that I'm like, man, I can't stand that match. I feel like I can find appreciation for a lot.
Yeah.
There's always something to grab on.
But I feel like the more edgier people definitely was my vibe growing up for sure. Edge is someone who I always have been a fan of, and I've, will always watch his stuff for more of the aesthetic and kind of go after that a little. that rock star vibe, except I was a real rock star.
There you go.
So I have that for me, at least.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
So, you mentioned the training, but when you go work out, what's on your playlist?
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
You
do not have to answer, but I'm going to ask.
So it really depends. It really depends. It's always changing. It's always changing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I go in, I'm just listening to a podcast. I will listen to maybe something wrestling related, but most of the time it's like there's this one podcast I love called Normal Gossip. They talk about very normal. It's very much the title. It will be people talking about like what happened in this really random like knitting circle, and it'll be
oh my God, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's stuff that's like you wouldn't expect the story to get so like, oh wow, that really went left field. But yeah, there was one about like these people living in a part of Atlanta where most of the houses or something was like all old people except one house that was basically just like it was a stripper house. Like it was a house that had stripper poles in it, and people operating it in the club. So it's like all the gossip that was around that house. So yeah, I will listen to that a lot. They're not on season right now. Music wise, I love punk. I love all different types of punk music. It's what I grew up on. Black Flag, Mullen's band, big fan of that. Courtney Loves My Girl, but lately I've been listening to a lot of just like weird club music. It's just, I don't know what's happening, but lots of DJ sets, honestly, a lot of Charlie XCX, things like that. I guess
you did make a departure.
yeah, like I said, like it really varies. Rebecca Black, the one who did Friday, she actually has some great music. Okay, like I discovered this recently. She actually has just like pop. You're gonna do poppers in the back of the club type music, you know?
Right.
Oh, I didn't know she.
That's what I want to feel when I'm driving on the road. It's what I want to feel when I'm at the gym. It makes you feel energized, and then I'm on poppers. So it's like it's great. I don't know. I think it's recently I've been listening to a lot of that because of late night drives, and I'm if I just
stay awake,
and I'm like, I'm getting down in the club, it will just keep me awake. But I guess now that's transitioned over to how I am in the gym now, which is sometimes fun, but sometimes I'm like, man, what am I listening to?
yeah.
So like I said, it really varies. I love some Southern rap too. Anything like that. Oh my gosh, what is it? Down for Life. I love Down for Life for some reason.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just really old. They only had one album, but I just love the album. It's a lot of fun. They're the ones who did the song Laffy Taffy, if you're familiar.
I am not.
It's like music you would hear in Six Flags Over Georgia that makes you go,
okay,
aren't there kids here? And then that's kind of the whole music. I love it.
It's funny.
That's great. That's
I love
every point. I love out the old. I don't know Laffy Taffy. Just where the old ass is here.
It was an elementary school dance original, I would say.
Okay.
Like when I was in elementary school, that was always on at the school dances. Sour Straw and the Sprite, like it was getting down.
Right.
And then it was Cha-Cha Slide. So,
That's something I've heard of.
Maybe it's always been me. I'm saying that I love all this punk music, but maybe it's always been about that club. I don't know.
You can have both. You can have a punk night at the club.
Yeah. Club. My music taste is all over the place. I love it all. I've even listened to an Alvin and the Chipmunks album because I was like, let's give it a chance.
Yeah.
And
I bought the Animaniacs CD when it came out, and I think I still listen to it every once in a while.
Yeah. I can't. I mean that Instagram Reels and TikTok algorithm, it gets to me. Some of that music really
Lord
come through to me. Pink Panthers. Yeah, Stateside. Love that song. I don't know. I'm into anything though. Most music, if you send it to my way, I'll be like, oh, okay. But don't worry, I also have niche interests. So if there's like a weird random British new wave band that y'all want to send my way, I'll probably be like, oh, I've heard this song before at one point when I was a lot more tasteful. Now it's all about having bad taste. And
right.
You know, since we're sharing obscure genres, I recently stumbled across what's called Japanese city pop. It's pop music from the 80s. I am in love. It's on my playlist. I feel like I'm in an 80s movie montage nonstop.
No, I'm all about that. There's actually at my local record store, there's this Japanese city pop vinyl that is like, it's like a compilation. It's like $80, but every time I see it, I'm like, oh, should I it's so cool looking, and like I know I know it's gonna be such a vibe, but I haven't made that purchase yet. But it's
cool.
I love Japanese pop. That is some good. You're running music, running errands, you're going to the store, especially when you more than 3 stores. That's the best music to listen, because it makes me feel like it's mundane life. I don't know.
Right. That's funny.
You turn on the Sundays. That's my thing. When it feels like fall or it starts to rain over here in Florida, I'm putting on the Sundays. I love that vibe. Reading, Writing, and Arithmetic. Great album. Love that album. You see what I mean? I'm all over the place.
Right.
That's awesome, though. I mean, yeah, it's the way you got to be, and you literally are all over the place, all over the Southeast. I've been watching your promos on your recent rivalry with Rita Raccoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm so dead. I mean, roadkill and grits. I love it.
Ain't no other way.
You kill her family and make it into a hat. It's the best thing ever.
Just her cousin for now. Cousin. I mean, maybe I should do the whole family and make like a belt out of all the tails.
A whole coat. A whole long raccoon coat. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Funny.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, we're don't worry, rivalry is not over. I'm always gonna be in her business for now. I believe.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So let's talk about Doublewide to Worldwide. How did that come about? How did your persona here come about?
I honestly it just came out one day. It was a random thing, like Doublewide to Worldwide, because I wasn't sure if I was going to go in this like white trash direction. But I mean, some of the best wrestling characters is like really looking at yourself and being like, yeah, that's kind of who I am. And let's just turn it up.
Yeah, crank it.
Let's accept those kind of distasteful parts of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And no one else really wants to call themselves white trash, but I will. I don't care. So the Doublewide to Worldwide, I mean, growing up, I mean, we lived in trailers, we lived in double-wide trailers, we lived in duplexes. I mean, we were po folks. So something that I really like, I feel like a lot of wrestlers go in the direction of when you struggle growing up, they really take it seriously and they're like, I'm so hungry. And like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong in the direction, but I'm just not, I don't take myself that seriously. And I think I was just trying to play with words, play with gimmicks, play with something I don't know, just to stand out. And I said Doublewide to Worldwide. Well, first I said Doublewide to Diamond Mine because we were doing like promo practice over at Scott Armstrong School, and it's called Diamond Mine Academy. I said Doublewide to Diamond Mine. I was trying to find something that's rhymed with Diamond Mine, and then I was like, wait, this could be even better. Doublewide to Worldwide. And at first I thought it would be really annoying and kind of stupid, but it's actually gotten over pretty well, and I'm really
perfect.
So I'm going to tell you just how it gets people over. I'm flipping through one night. I'm bored. It's like, there's got to be some wrestling on. It's like, I go on YouTube. It's like, Ohio's got to have something going, and it's their Nightmare Rumble. And I hear from the Doublewide to Worldwide, Bobbie Thunder, you come rolling out of there, and I'm coming off my couch. I'm like, holy shit. And then I find out you're local to where Dave and I are. Yeah. So we're right here. It's like, oh my God, that's just so good. And after that, I was an instant fan. I told Dave, I said, you got to check this woman out. She's just comes in with such presence and your energy. And I think the reason it works is because you're you. You're
Yeah.
using you, and you're just taking that piece and turning it up just a little
Yeah.
bit. And that's, yeah, I love that. It's like, man, that was great. You didn't win the Rumble, but you showed up.
Hey, I mean, just geographically and in kayfabe, I don't think it would have worked out if I won.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But if I did, they would have been real surprised when I would have used my Rumble winning. I mean,
Right.
Yes.
but no, it was a really fun opportunity to get that opportunity. I tried so hard. I think I really won them over. I sent in a promo to Maria, who helps with the women's division up there. Actually, Hollywood Haley J's mom.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
She loved my promo. I sent in what I had, and there was some discussion because I think there was a lot of girls. There was a lot of girls that they really wanted to get in this year, but some people were in Japan, some people were somewhere else, some people were injured.
Mm-hmm.
So, I snuck in, and I was like, Al Snow told us before we went out there, not all of you guys are from here, so make your moment. And so I just was like, all right,
You did.
I will do that. And
Yeah.
no matter what happens with me and OVW, I will say you will not be able to erase me from that Rumble.
No.
And
Nope.
press afterwards had my picture. I was somewhere in the picture for the women's Rumble, so I was really happy with that.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah. It was amazing.
So any girl who was like, "Oh, I want to get a spot in," I was like, "I'll take it.
Right.
I'll do it. I don't care. I'll do it." So
Yeah.
I just had a lot of fun in there, and I'll do it again anytime they need me. But I'm really grateful for that opportunity at OVW. I think it really helped me kind of like anyone who was like we don't know about her. I think when they see that footage, now they're convinced. And
Well, they should be.
No, that was a good match because as a matter of fact, I was watching some of your matches for the last couple of days, trying to like refamiliarize myself, and I watched that match today or yesterday. I get my days confused. I'm old. And I was just amazed. And you came in fairly early. I think you were the fourth one in.
Yeah,
Fifth one in, and then
Four.
and I'll tell you, man, they just kept coming and coming and coming. I was like, holy cow! How
That's
many
my
people
favorite
are
type
coming
of
into
fight.
this Rumble?
I love a Rumble.
They were great.
I
So
know
yeah, man, you stood your ground. I like that.
most people like to pride themselves on how long they were in the Rumble, but lucky for y'all, I never found out, and I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna sit down and time it. But
right.
tell me, great. But I had a lot of fun up there, and I also got to do that 4-way for the number 10 spot, which was aired the Thursday before the Rumble. So that should be on there too if y'all haven't seen that one.
I'll definitely go back and look at it.
Yeah.
But I will say thank y'all for watching my stuff on YouTube so far. I will say not all my favorite matches are the ones that pop up first.
Right.
Always. Well, I did just watch last night. I was watching your tag team match at EPW, ODB and DDT, and you and Maddie.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun.
I wish we had I don't know if there was some miscommunication with cameras, but whenever she sprayed me with the flask stuff, I'm gonna say stuff because I don't know what was in it.
Right. I was gonna ask what was in the flask.
I should have kept my mouth open, honestly.
Well, of course.
But when we did that spot at the end, I was like, oh well. But yeah, it was a fun match. It was just I just wanted to give ODB her flowers, I mean, I know not with what I said, it sounds like that, but like
Right. No, I get it.
But for the match, it's like I want her to look as good as possible. And so we put that together and let her do her thing, let her be ODB. And I'm hopefully looking to work with her in the future soon. I can't really say. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But we are crossing paths at the very least. I do know that.
That's cool.
You are crossing a lot of paths. Of paths.
Roads,
Do you have
lakes, rivers, oceans?
Yeah. Mountains.
Swamps.
Those really big mounds of dirt in your neighborhood when they're doing construction. Lots of
God. Yeah.
love
We know that in Florida here. It's all it
Oh,
is.
the road work here. It's been great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Um, how many do you have like a set promotion that you're currently always at, or are you just like grabbing bookings all over constantly, or how's that work for you?
Yes and no. I'm just now starting to be comfortable with certain ones where I feel like if we have a good deal, if we have a good story going, a lot of them have booked me till the end of the year.
Oh,
So,
great. That's great.
Guardians Legacy, for example, over in Panama City, I'm going to probably be with them for the whole year.
We're making a road trip, Dave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over in Mobile, they are ones I'm going to be working with because it's through my school. So, they will be using me as long as they want to use me. And it's an extra rep for me. That's 2 Fridays a month usually. So,
nice.
To Mobile, there's some.
Oh yeah.
Mobile's closer.
Yeah, it's closer than Panama City. There we go.
And then they are more North Alabama. They've trying to do some stuff over in Pensacola, but it's more finding a venue. But New South, I am with at least once a month, but probably soon it might be a more twice a month type situation.
Wow.
So
you are busy, man. That's incredible.
And those are the ones that I'm just like really dedicated to be there because those are the 3, I guess, promotions that have given me just a good deal or good opportunities and really in me. But I mean, I'll say yes to anything pretty much. I mean, as long as we can work out a good deal. Like this Saturday, I'm supposed to be in Nashville. That was a random thing that happened. I actually just emailed them because I have some friends out in Nashville. They haven't seen me really. So I was like, I really want them to see me wrestle. And I was like, I'm going to hit up Nashville and see if Symphony Wrestling is doing anything. And they were like, yeah, just send in, this is what normally promoters do. They're like, yeah, just send us your reel, your resume, whatever. And so I just sent them all that stuff in an email. And then not even 24 hours later, Freya was saying how she needed an opponent for that. Like, funnily enough, I just emailed them.
Very nice.
It all worked out. So that one, and I didn't even know it was a beer fest. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's even better.
I had no idea. I was just hoping it was just going to be a random show eventually sometime down the road, but ended up being the East Nashville Beer Fest. So that's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of good publicity, a lot of new eyes. And it's going to be, I'm really excited. So it just depends on the show really, but I hope to work with them more in the future. I don't know. I am very booked though at the moment.
That's a good thing.
Let me shout out this other show I'm going to be regularly on. It's called Roar. It's an all women show in Atlanta. I just forgot because we've only done one show so far, but shows the whole year. They're run by AWE, Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment. They have a lot of history in the Atlanta wrestling scene, but they've tried to do all women's Roar before. And then I think they had some complications with their building, but now they have a secure building for like the rest of the year or so. So
nice. Good.
Yeah. So we will be, I'll be on that show, and there's a lot of good
names.
Shotzi Blackheart, Gigi.
I saw that.
Priscilla Kelly, my bad. But that's going to be a lot of fun to be in that locker room. It was a lot of fun the first time I was on it, and I'm excited for it again, April 26th. So, yes.
Awesome.
That's freaking great.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
That is. So, Bobbie, if there was something you could go back and tell young Bobbie, what would it be about the future?
This is like his tree question. If you could be a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
Come on. I'd be an elm. Go on.
I mean, there's a lot of different routes I can go because genuinely, I think the thing I want to say is like, don't quit and like just keep going, because there was a moment in my life where that was a little like but also I feel that from quitting and taking like my life away from wrestling for like a couple of years, I think I would have grown as much or like found myself as much without that. So it's kind of like I fear I needed to do that growing, unfortunately. So I feel like I don't want to tell young Bobbie that.
Right.
Maybe just start getting in that gym, girl. Start pushing iron.
Yeah.
I think I need to tell my young self that as well. Yeah. I think we all could go with that advice.
I'm trying to tell my old self that right now. It's not working. My old self's not listening.
I could have been a Brock Lesnar type prodigy if I had started lifting weights at a young age, but I truly believe that. No, honestly, maybe like something simple, like comparison is the thief of joy. I feel like I got a little too old to when I needed to really hear that. When I was younger, I feel like I really, really, really needed to hear that.
Right.
Something, I know it's so corny, but like truly, I think young me, that is probably what I definitely needed to hear.
Right.
But
no, I get it.
Really thought about. Obviously, when you're like 7 or something, I'm gonna go with 7-year-old Bobbie.
7-year-old Bobbie, yes. That
you hear like be yourself, like everyone's different, but like truly hearing it in the hardcore sense of like comparison is the thief of joy. Like, I really feel like hearing that at 7 really would have.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You're right. Maybe something like that. I don't know. It's really hard for me to like warn I struggle with thinking about like regrets or like trying to tell a younger version of me to prepare for something, but like I'm like I kind of feel like it made me better and I grew from it, so I don't want to take that away.
Right. No, it absolutely does. No, I get it. And that is a great thing to bring up as an actor. I'm always looking at my actor friends and I'm like, I'm happy for them, but sometimes that little jealousy walks in. It's like, well, how the hell do you get all this? How do you get these opportunities? And then you got to stop that thinking. So you really do, because it's toxic. Yep. You got to stop it really quick. So yeah, that's great advice.
So many things are right place, right time. And that's just so much the case for most things. And I'm learning that because I'm in my right place and right time. And before, when I first started wrestling, when I was really young, I never understood that. I thought I understood it. I was like, well, I just always have to be at the right place.
Right.
Wasn't the right time though. Or like, if it was the right time, I was never at the right place. It has to line up, and you don't know how to line those things up. So
and you have to be prepared when it happens, and that's why it works, because you're ready when it
preparation also is a big factor. When preparation meets readiness, or
however that goes.
Wherever that goes, I don't know. Point is, sometimes it's just circumstances, and sometimes it's nepotism.
I mean,
there's a lot of nepotism.
You're not going to get away from it.
Shy away from that. But that's in everything. That's in every business.
Yeah.
I've experienced nepotism on my own, even though I didn't come from a lot. There's people where just because I know someone, I've been able to get on certain shows in music and wrestling. So it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna. It's just always like being upfront, I think, is the good thing. When you get good things out of nepotism, I think it's just being like, well, I'm grandfathered into a lot of things. So I'm always upfront with girls about that when they tell me how I got on a certain show or something. I'm like, honestly, I just know someone, and I'm like, I know that sucks to hear, but like, truthfully, I will help you out as much as I can. But it is very much like, sometimes it's just who you know not who you know, who's willing to say they know you. That's
right. There you go.
There you go. That's that one. It's that who's willing.
That is.
They know you.
That is very true.
Yeah.
That was one that I feel like maybe I'd tell my younger self that it's not about who you know, it's who's willing to say they know you, because I don't think that hit me when I was like a teenager, really.
Right.
Yeah.
And like maybe my life at the time, and how I carried myself. But things happen, life happens, and life has been good to me so far. So
but you're also prepared for any chances that came your way too, which is what we were saying. You're prepared, you're willing to say yes, and when that opportunity opened up, you were like, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'm physically able to do everything you're asking me to do. I can be there, I can do it. And you go do it, you prove it, and that's nepotism, or somebody that you knew may have got you in the door, but that door can shut behind you if you would have failed miserably. And you
Yeah.
have not failed miserably. I've watched your stuff. I know what you can do. And it is, I've watched you in the ring, and it's mind blowing to me the stuff that you guys go through.
You haven't seen me fail miserably, but don't worry. I failed a little bit. It's just those matches are harder to find. Don't worry.
That's fine.
We all have that out there, trust me.
So, yeah.
May not be in wrestling, but we have all failed.
Right.
And everybody saw it.
I was in the time period before everything went on the internet. So all my failures are all in private.
Private failure. More of those. I would like more of those, actually.
Yeah.
I would definitely say, when it comes to like failing, I guess, back when I was my old wrestling persona, I feel like that happened a lot more often. And I would say that it sucks in wrestling because that promotion still needs to post their show.
Right.
So it's like, hey, could you take that down? You know, like if you're playing live for a band, you're just like, we're not going to post that set. And the band probably will just be like, no, we're not doing that. Yeah. We're not posting that. That was bad. But for wrestling, they're like, we only have one girls match, so sorry, I'm getting posted. But
that brings up a question that I had. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But they are bad to me.
Yeah. But the women wrestling in the area, I don't see a lot of promotions that include women, so your opportunities seem limited. Is that a struggle?
Yep. I would say that, well, here's what's been told to me from some people who are a little bit more successful. Where I'm at right now, it's like in order to get better, you have to face people who are better than you.
All right.
I totally agree because that's, you know, they're going to be able to call you out on the things that need to improve in the ring because they're in the ring, you know. Yeah. So, but that's a little bit hard at the moment because girls who are good, not even really good, but like pretty good, are going to get signed or like taken somewhere, or they make enough money from the indies where they don't need to go to like some like smaller thing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. If I could pay my bills doing that, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, let me take that plane flight all the way down to Mobile, Alabama.
Right.
And then in an air-conditioned building. Let me do that for
in the summer.
You know, like not a lot of girls are going to do that. So, and I totally get it. If again, like I kind of feel that way too, where like if I was able to pay my bills with wrestling, I would be picky also. But a lot of girls get signed really quickly, or they were signed like the past couple of years. A lot of them just got snatched up, and now kind of there's not a lot of girls to kind of be that veteran in locker rooms and like teach you a lot. There's some, don't get me wrong, but it's like those opportunities aren't there as much. So you might get in the ring with someone who's really, really green, and that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's really good because it challenges you to be a ringleader, in my opinion.
Right.
But not all those people who are green are good at taking criticism. And that is where it can get a little like, okay, well, next time this might not be a good thing. So, it is a little bit more of a struggle in the South for sure. But so far I've been facing some pretty cool people and some really good people. Like Freya's coming down from Kentucky, and we're doing 2 matches against each other, and I know she's good.
Nice.
So Freya the Slayer from OVW. So she so it's like I feel like the more I put myself out there and the more that I'm willing to travel, opportunities of facing the more I guess like experienced girls comes my way. And like I said, New South, who I've been working with a lot of all the girls there are really solid. So like I always feel good about who I'm facing when I'm there. So it's just about finding the promotions that are going to give you the right opponent, but also not completely taking out of the question of girls who aren't as trained, because that was me at some point, you know, who was just to teach me. So, or like tell me what I need to do better. So it's a struggle, but and you know, sometimes you run into girls who actually haven't been trained, and that is not always fun. So but it happens like
I
that.
can imagine.
Speaking
And it's
when are we going to get a promotion in Pensacola?
Right.
There really isn't. We go monthly to CWF, which is in Milton, and Crestview, but there isn't really anything else right there in Pensacola.
I'm wondering why they haven't invited me. Honestly, I'm a little offended. But it's
There you go, Ben. You heard it. Bobbie wants an invite if you watch our show.
Yeah.
You know how many people who are in Pensacola who are asking me like, "Oh, do you wrestle around here?" And I go, "No."
Right.
It's crazy.
And you know how many people, if I said yes, they would head on down there.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets. That's butts in seats. Bobbie puts butts in seats.
And that's some Bobbie butt business. Wait a minute.
Bobbie butt business right there.
Bobbie, everyone. Bobbie butt business. Bend over. Let's go.
Oh, Lordy. There it is. There it is.
Seats. Into seats.
Into seats.
Into seats.
Yes.
You gotta check your toes that they're 10 toes down on Bobbie Business.
That's right.
What I'm talking about.
I was talking the same thing with my wife earlier today. Is like we were talking about the women wrestling and stuff, and how there needs to be. I think the promotions would do much better if they could expand the roster. And I just didn't know if there's just not a pool of women wrestlers available, or if it's a mix or what. Yeah.
It really is pretty much like there's not a lot of girls available. Because like for me, you saw my schedule when I posted on it.
Right.
There was and like one of the promotions that I've wrestled for like twice, they got a different girl for a weekend, and because I was busy, and then I told them like, hey, guess what? Like that booking got messed up. Like it's not gonna happen now. And they were like, oh, okay, well, we're just not gonna we're just gonna do the women's match. Like, sorry, we'll use you next time or something. And I was like, okay.
Right.
And guess what? That girl dropped out, and then I got booked somewhere else. So it's like it's really scarce, I think. And I just wish that promoters would maybe think about investing more into women than some of the guys, because sometimes these women on the shows are a lot better than the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So
I will agree with that.
Instead of
absolutely
their men's match, maybe spend that extra money on a girl. Maybe
right.
Or maybe just book a whole other women's match. You know what I mean? Because women's wrestlers do actually, ironically enough, we do make more money, I think, on the indies sometimes because there's not as many of us. So
you're in more demand.
Charge a little bit more. Not a lot, but like, a little bit.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
But I'm like, maybe if y'all thought about it in that case, because there's some matches where it's just some people replicating some like their favorite wrestlers best of series and with a bunch of false finishes, and it's two guys and you're like, okay, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Another girl for the night to do literally anything. And but yeah, I think it comes down to there's not a lot of us available, and also just they don't see it as a priority sometimes. I'm not saying that's everyone, but I'm saying like some voters, women's wrestling is not the priority.
All right.
It's literally anything else pretty much. But,
I wish they would explore that more. But for me, my favorite premium event that I watched last year was Evolution. It was the WWE's show of the year. It's like, this was great. Why wasn't WrestleMania like this? It's like, so the women's division there is on fire, and I love watching them. So I think more promoters could really tap into that.
Yeah, that's why I really like Roar that they're tapping into that. They're not completely taking away their normal roster. They're just, and they're always going to have women's wrestling on their normal show, but they're just doing another day of wrestling for the weekend.
Which is great.
All women. And highlighting that because people will come to it. And guess what? The first show, lots of people came to it. Even AJ Styles was secretly in the crowd. So like,
oh shit.
Yeah. Like, hey, you cursed.
I did. There it is. It's off. Let her fly.
Well, I'm kidding. So like, yeah, I mean, it just shows. And then Lillian Garcia, I think, came to one of their shows
oh wow,
shows like, people who are like, oh wait, this is gonna be an all women show. They're highlighting women. let's check this out because every promotion could use more women. So there's definitely some promotions who I think definitely take it more seriously. Game Changer seems to do. Like I said, New South, who I've been working a lot for, they're really taking it seriously.
Awesome.
Guardians Legacy, they're starting to be like, oh, dang, our girls are really good. And I respect that. I think they were just like, okay, we're going to have women's matches. We're going to have women's matches. And I think they've always thought they were good. But now that we've like really, our roster right now over there, I feel like they're like starting to sit back like, okay, they're doing something. We like that. And the fans are seeing that too. So really am happy about that. But like even over at Diamond Championship, like there's times where I have a talk show over there.
Oh, nice.
For my character, Bobbie Thunder. It's called 10 Toes Down. And
definitely check it out.
Yeah.
And like we do like the whole like in the ring interview segment, but there's sometimes where that's my rep is literally just promos and that because we can't get a lot of girls to come in on Friday nights. Or girls that we can afford sometimes. But,
right.
That's just a school, so it's not like a big funded,
right
by any means. But yeah, for sure. I've loved Evolution, even if I don't know if, well, I guess because the archives are gone now. I was gonna say the Mae Young Classic was really good if you ever watched that.
I think they might have moved all of them over to Netflix. I was reading, but yeah, I need to go look for that. I've heard the Mae Young Classic was really good.
Is so fun. I remember when they aired it. And I was just starting to train and I was so excited. I was like, wow, women's wrestling. This is crazy. I was like, because growing up, it's not like we had a lot of like super good wrestling. Not like it was bad, but they didn't get the, I'm a huge Trish Stratus fan. Like, oh, hold on. Literally, like I have her.
Oh, awesome.
I love Trish Stratus. Was she like work rate? No, but I just loved her charisma. I loved her. She was like Britney Spears of WWE.
Yeah.
What's to hate about Trish Stratus? She's cool, charismatic, pretty. Love it. Girl crush. Really, honestly, made me.
And she still gets in the ring.
Yeah, and she still gets in the ring, and so, yeah. Trish Stratus was someone who was like on the tail end. Mickey James is who I really liked watching growing up, but. It's not like they didn't always get like a good opportunity for a match, or it was heavily produced to where they couldn't do certain things in the match. So
yeah, they were in that era that I guess.
Divas era. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Divas era. I think you can actually find some like good matches here and there. Like Michelle McCool could actually really go if you could find a couple of matches of hers, but it's house shows, which I got to go to a lot when I was a kid because they were the cheaper option.
Right.
They do a full like real match. And I was like, oh, wait, they actually like wrestle. I think
that's awesome.
I think when I was younger, I saw like Natalia versus Melina.
Wow.
And it was actually like a really crazy match. And they never put on TV, but it was that's something that I remember where when I started getting into wrestling again and like starting to train for wrestling for the first time, I was like about 18, 19. I started watching the product again and everything. And I was kind of like, oh, wow, the girls are like actually going now. Because I think that's like the 4 horsewomen NXT situation. So it was Lee, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky. And I was like, oh, okay, wait, this is the best decision of my life, actually, because they're actually on there now.
Yeah.
Mae Young Classic was just something I remember watching and being like, this is so cool, because it wasn't girls that they were necessarily going to sign. They got a bunch of girls from the Indies, a bunch of girls from overseas, and I mean, it's not a shoot, but it's a worked tournament, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And you see skinny Rhea Ripley back then before she got
she got all jacked.
Yeah, which is like really interesting to see, because I'm like, real talk, her and I are the same height. She looks like she's 6'2".
Really?
She's 5'7". I'm 5'7". So it just makes me feel good. I'm like, so if I just widen my shoulders out a little, I could have that. I could have that. So
yeah. You would be a beast.
Yeah.
And some special vitamins too. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
not saying.
no, I'm not saying anything. I'm just Hey, peptides are crazy. People love peptides, so that's all I'm gonna say. But for real, yeah, no, it just like blew my mind that like they're actually like giving women this chance and everything. But Mae Young Classic was a really big thing for me when I was getting back into it. So I highly recommend it if you love women's wrestling.
Would definitely go back and look at that for sure.
Yeah, Scott and I have talked about before that that we didn't understand why nobody had women's wrestling, like why they didn't bring more women in. But I guess if you don't have the talent pool in the area, it makes it even more difficult. So
I will say this for a lot of promoters, if they're willing to just spend the money, fly a bigger women's wrestler in and just work her with a girl, like it could CWF, it could be me, it could be Ellie, it could be like client name. People will come see that person. You know, that's the tired and true way. And then also whoever gets in the ring with that girl is going to learn so much. And then that right there in your promotion right there too. I know Camille lives over here. I don't know if she really actively wrestles anymore, but she lives in Milton or something like that.
They she and Tom run Redemption Wrestling Academy. Yeah.
That's my backup plan.
Nice.
For training. Get too tough over in Mobile, then I might head over. But yeah, I've been wanting to check them out, but I think right now they're just doing beginners at the moment. But I could pay and bring a group of wrestlers, and we can do advanced work. And I'll probably try to do that eventually with some of the guys I train with. But like, I don't even really train with any girls. I'm like the only girl pretty much, other than like someone who's like super new. But like, that's just kind of how it is locally, especially. But every once in a while when I'm at the gym, I'd be looking at some of the girls. I'm like, what if I ask them if they ever wanted to be a pro wrestler? Are they going to think that I'm going to kidnap them? Like, I don't. I mean, honestly, if you think about the wrestling pipeline, a lot of the wrestlers who became women's wrestlers and finding a love for it were fitness models for a long time. Nothing wrong with that. That just happened. Some of them were really into wrestling, like some of the older generation, and then the late 90s generation was like fitness models. But now girls who are fitness models and fitness influencers, they're making a ton of money, and they never they just have to go to the gym. Probably if they were like, oh, wrestling, how much does that pay? And you're like, well, at this level, then they're already.
Yeah, I understand that as an actor in the Southeast on a lot of independent films. Everybody asks, what's that pay? And I'm like, what's that pay? I don't understand. You get paid? So yes. Dave, you got any more wrestling questions for Bobbie before we get to the Frankenhooker?
No, I am ready for this movie. I want to know, why did you pick Frankenhooker? And I love a trauma film, and I know going into trauma, you're like, you kind of know what to expect. But what drew you or draws you to this movie?
So it all started, we were in the pandemic, right?
Right.
I was living in Atlanta at the time. There's a video rental place in Atlanta that's still active. It's really awesome. It's called Video. It's a lot of fun. It's nice. Like they also sell movies there. You can buy old VHS tapes, old DVD. If they have like an overstock of certain movies, they'll But it is a rental place, and they have all different types of stuff. They have movies that you would expect to be there. They'll have Criterion Collection stuff. They'll have really niche stuff, really indie stuff, old, new. Like it's and also lots of foreign films, which is a whole other thing. So they had like a whole Japanese section, and one of my roommates at the time, she was super into film, and still is. But when she would just like find all these different like movies to watch for the week while we were in COVID, because at Videodrome you could basically schedule a time to come in, and they would let you in. You'd pick out the movies, and then so they made it super easy to do, so they can make money, because what else? Home. Frankenhooker was one of these movies. Because, the love for campy horror. I mean, I love campy horror. I love Sleepaway Camp. that one is so. That one's so fun, and it's like, oh, there's so much deeper meaning into it now. But
There is now when you look back at it, it's like, oh wow, okay.
yeah, hey, this was actually saying something. This is crazy. But you know, it was like lots of campy horror came in and through Videodrome and to our house. So
right.
I was thinking it was just gonna be another one of those days, and then we're watching it, and I'm like, oh wow, this is crazy. This is it took the turns I did not expect.
Right.
I feel like it is a campy horror film, but like at the same time, it didn't feel like it was trying to be something that it wasn't, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I just like how unique it made me laugh. I loved Elizabeth. I thought I was like, wow, I could fix her actually.
Yeah.
Purple nipples and all. I love it.
Yeah.
And this is actually really funny. The actress, Patty Mullen, actually, because she was on Penthouse for a little bit, like a Penthouse girl, she used for Ric Flair promos for, I think, like, it was either, I think it was early WCW or NWA, but she was with him as like arm candy for a couple of random things.
Oh, wow.
I found out way later. But yeah, I don't know. I just really enjoyed the film. I thought it was funny. It made me laugh, cry, horrified. It's a fun movie for not.
This is one of the things that surprised me about it. I wasn't sure what I was getting into. I've heard a lot of people talk about this movie. Oh, and we spoil all old movies, so feel free to disclose anything on it. But once I started watching, I saw trauma come up, and it's like, okay, I'm in. I know what I'm in for. Yeah. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be stupid. It's going to be so stupid. It's good. It's fun. Yeah. And this movie hooked me immediately. Well, actually, right after she got ran over with the lawnmower.
As soon as he uncovers the lawnmower and she's standing,
it was it. I'm in.
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's so. Also, I want to talk about the fat suit she's in. The first time I watched it, they were like trying to push. Like I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's like just supposed to be like she's not a model, whatever. Like maybe that's the thing. Talking about how she needs to stop eating pretzels and all this other stuff, and she's how she's getting her stomach stapled by Jeffrey, and I'm like, is she
see a doctor now?
I don't get it. And then later, the second time I watched it, I was like, oh, she is supposed, like, I guess I don't know. I don't think she looks like that in the jumpsuit that she's in. I don't feel that way.
No.
But then I think I watched like an interview, like a commentary. She's wearing a fat suit apparently underneath the jumpsuit. And I'm like,
wow,
what?
Really?
Fat is different, I guess. I don't know. But like, that's something where I'm like, so she's supposed to be fat in that whole thing, and I just didn't. That did not read to me.
Yeah, no, neither. It didn't read to me either.
No, it didn't to me, but it does when you say that. It helps the ending even more.
Yeah, right.
It really does. And I'm going to bounce around because that is like my favorite part of the movie. I didn't see, I mean, yes, it was a twist to put his head on a woman's body, but I love it. I love it when she's just saying everything back that he said to her. Oh, there wasn't much left. I had to make some modifications.
Yeah.
And, hey, be thankful and all of that. And it's like, oh, this is good. There's a lot of snark on that. I love it.
Yeah.
Nitrogen blood source. Like, it's just something that's so ridiculous. Like, it really feels like that Frank Henenlotter was sitting down and he was like, now how do I explain why we can only put his head on a woman's body? Of course. The blood source only works with estrogen. Duh. Like, sure, yeah.
Fine, that works.
We might as well, because it never gets explained what this damn brain in the aquarium is.
Oh, no. And isn't that so, that makes it so much better? Because
it does.
You're like, oh, wait, what's going to happen with that? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I kept waiting for that brain to get involved in something, and it never did.
Yeah, I was like, is he going to use that somehow or what?
Nothing.
No. Nope, I think literally they just made a cool animatronic and they're like, how can we? I mean, that's how they made that movie Tammy and the T-Rex. Are y'all familiar with that one?
Not now. I am now. Let me write that down.
Write that one down too.
Another campy horror movie. The whole point of the movie was someone got their hands on a huge like T-Rex animatronic. And they just wrote the movie basically just because they got their hands on a big T-Rex animatronic.
That's a good enough reason.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. This whole movie, horror movie about this girlfriend, this girl and this boy, they're dating, and he died, but his soul is put into a T-Rex animatronic.
Oh my God, I'm in.
I think the leading girl is Denise Richards, like a young Denise Richards.
Oh my God.
Oh God, that's funny.
That's it. I could be wrong, but
if so, that's wild.
Yeah, it's a crazy movie. That's another one we watched during COVID. So
nice. Now I'm gonna have to.
Tammy and the T-Rex. Oh my God, David, we've got movies to watch now.
Yeah, but yeah, basically what I think is that probably that because the guy who made Frankenhooker is the same guy who made Basket Case. If y'all ever watched,
yes, I have seen that.
I remember Basket Case.
This eye thing, and they're like, "What are we going to use this for?"
Right.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know it took him a long time to get this film like made because so many places were like, "We're not giving you money for this film."
Right.
And for like all purposes, I think they called it like Frankenstein, like 99 or something like that, or like 89. They as like a revamp Frankenstein.
Right. Yeah.
Because they wouldn't let them use the name Frankenhooker, and then last minute they changed it to Frankenhooker.
Yeah.
It has to stay Frankenhooker. That would have been a bad choice.
Yeah. That would have been terrible.
There was like also like a rule because of all the nudity in it. They were like, you can't have this much blood. Like there were so many rules against this movie that I feel like what happened was that he was just like, I don't care. We're just gonna do whatever we want at this point.
Well, we're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, they were just, you know what? Eyeball monster. That's eyeball and brain.
The reason this movie works is because he and his crew and all the actors committed 100%. They believed every damn thing there, and it was fun. You know?
A lot of the hookers are actually real life sex workers too.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Couldn't find enough women who wanted to do like nudity. And so with that, all those like sex workers got like SAG benefits.
Oh wow, they became
that's
union
great.
Certified. So they all got like benefits. And
that's awesome.
That's funny.
Like I can't offer you a lot, but I can offer you this, this, and this, and then you'll get SAG benefits. And then they were like, deal.
And they're still getting checks to this day.
Probably.
So.
That's a really fun fact about that. I know a lot about this movie.
Oh, please share. That was a good one.
He was just like, that's so New York of him, honestly. They were like, the most New York thing we can do. Hire real sex workers, but as actors,
makes sense.
Give them benefits. Hey, giving back to the community.
Yeah.
There you go. Seriously.
Troma was really good for that, working locals, getting locals involved and stuff, man.
But yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we have the brain, we have the eye. Jeffrey's mom, I like to think that the actress who plays the mom, you know, for her big monologue.
Yeah.
That she was not told what type of movie this was. I like to think that they were just like, because I think her acting doesn't make any sense in the rest of the movie.
No.
What does it?
No.
Because it's so like genuine and serious, but I feel like they gave her the script, didn't tell her anything else about the movie. And
right.
That, and they were like, all right, thank you, bye.
Well, I know she's a character actress and she was in a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And you're right. They probably just said, hey, come in and read these lines. And she's like, oh, okay, you know, I'll take a bit part.
They're like, you're a mother and your son's going to, you know, try to bring his dead wife back to life. And she was like, okay.
Got it.
I think the last thing she says is that she's making like turkey sandwiches or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's some left.
I'm good. Or no, it's egg salad, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yes.
And she's like, you want some? And he's like, no. Love that that was even like a dialogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the way she comes in and just starts suggesting he starts seeing other women and get over it.
Yeah.
Like, so soon.
They're just, she's like, I mean, there's this lady at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really tell us how long it was.
Right.
It felt like it was the same damn day because they just showed the news thing as like, oh my God, if this was the same day, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it was I feel like that had to have been some time passed.
It was, but I sure as hell felt that.
It never told us how long.
Yeah, exactly.
If I were ever to remake this movie, I would let y'all know. Or,
Oh, thank you.
here's my dream. I want to turn it into a musical. And if anyone ever takes that or copies that, I will show them this footage. And
There you go.
because I've already written one song for it.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
One song for it. But there has to be multiple.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my dream, is to turn Frankenhooker into a musical.
I think you
that's-
need to find a way to get in touch with Lloyd Kaufman and see
He'd
about
go for
how
it.
That I think he would.
He's
I think I could do it.
Send your song to him.
he's never lost money on a movie.
Honestly, if I just made all the songs and then said, okay, imagine this, but with this movie,
Yeah.
there. I mean, you change a couple of things. Then I feel like it's a done deal. Like,
That's
especially
awesome.
getting the rights, I really don't think anyone who's in charge of the rights of Frankenhooker, I don't think they would be like, oh, you already wrote all the songs, yeah, just do it.
Go ahead. Let's
Like,
do it.
Yeah, I'd like to think this would be an easy buy.
Yeah.
I mean, of course they'll get their rights, but I just need to perform it. We have to make it happen first. And
I want to see them.
I will be playing Elizabeth, and then I don't ever want to do that again, because the makeup, I've been Frankenhooker for Halloween. It's a lot. I'm not doing that again.
Oh man, I can't
That
even
is a
imagine
lot.
the stitches everywhere and
The black arm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
A
Oh yeah.
random black arm.
yeah.
Oh, like I'm a little bit on the edge of like, I don't know if I can do that, but you know, I feel like it's not too bad, but I just didn't feel like willing to take that choice, or
Yeah.
Right.
if you will. That was a little. It's a little much, but it was made at a different time.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think-
We have a saying here on the show because we watch a lot of old movies, and it's like you cannot look at these older movies through today's eyes to the way we feel
No.
about things.
And to be fair, it's not like she wants to have the black forearm.
No.
Jeffrey,
She had no control.
Jeffrey, for some reason, thought that forearm was so sexy that he had to put it on her.
Yeah, he was taking all the measurements and
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a choice, but it's like,
that's a choice.
does it honestly help provide commentary? I feel like it helps with the commentary of sex.
It does help show that she is such a mix of so many different things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The check mark on the butt
She
was still
yeah,
there.
but I love that part. That's just like, I love how he didn't erase that. He was like, nah, just keep it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Much because he had to use all the different voltage. That's one of my other favorite parts, is him writing down and just ad-libbing random stuff.
I know, right?
He's like, and of course, if I think this is like in the beginning, it says like, and of course E equals MC squared.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
When he's doing that, that's exactly what I'm thinking. So this man is just rolling with it. He's just saying anything is coming to his mind.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm
funny.
gonna have to steal from the city generator. Oh, that couldn't work. Oh well, only. And it's just like, honestly, that's tough. I could not ad lib about electrician stuff for that long.
Right. Right.
I really you have to hand it to him. That's great work.
That's crazy. Yeah, when somebody can just go off on a riff like that,
Yeah.
the guy, he had to have some kind of electrical engineering, or at least minored in it or something.
Hey, Uta Hagen to be the actor. So
Yeah.
probably just really took on that role. Maybe just really learned about electricity for that.
Yeah, just to roll with it.
But yeah, no, I just think it's a fun movie. I don't know. It's not too deep, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's deep
No.
in the feminist sense in a way, but it's also like, I don't know. I think you can learn all kinds of things from this movie.
Yeah, I don't think that he went in to send a message. I think that just
No.
Yeah.
happened with it. So
I think the message was in the exploding hooker scene.
Oh, the exploding.
that's great. Let's talk about the practical effects. That
Yeah.
was actually, I love a good practical effect, and they
Yeah.
really nailed it here.
There was a good.
So this is why they explode the way they do. This is part of whoever the funding was for this movie. I don't remember, but they were basically like, you can't have a bunch of blood because there's already so much bad stuff in it. They were like, so crude in nature. The whole idea of it is crude in nature, and you have nudity and blah 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 blah, and drugs, the super crack, of course. Not just crack, super crack. So the reason why they have exploding ones, they're like, oh, so we can't do like a bunch of like gore, and they're like, no, and they're like, okay, well, we're gonna explode a bunch of.
That's typical trauma, man. Okay, give me a lemon. We're making lemonade, guys.
Yeah. I love when the cooler, the freezer dumps over, and all these manifestations of parts together, and just like piles of boobs, and it's just like, what the hell?
And they're all like I like how like they don't sound anything like they did before. They're now all like, yeah.
I know. It's like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because their love for super crack, and then they kill Zorro, the big guy.
Then the bag of crack is laying there, and the hand just comes out, grabs it, and drags it in.
I mean, and I will say, I think if this movie was trying to say a message, it was kind of about maybe a little bit about like drug use of the 80s, because that talk show with how women on the streets, you know, like why they like it honestly was like kind of like, oh, okay, actually that was a good point. Crack, and how there's not a lot of options, and of course that's what they're going to spend their money on, because like what else are you going to do whenever you have a lot of money sources, and like about homelessness. And I was like, this is actually the only time they're like, you know what, throw a good message in there.
Don't do drugs and don't be homeless. Come on, kids.
Don't be homeless.
Don't be drugs. Drugs will make you homeless. Come on.
What I mean of the message of like the talk show host in it, he's very like, oh, okay, yeah, like it's that easy, ha ha ha, laughing at this lady who's talking. You know, sex work and drug usage and homelessness, and he's like laughing at her about it. Only time where they're trying to show like a mirror of society, I guess. But I mean, that's I would say it actually goes. But I mean, yeah, we're good. Sorry.
Are there some critters around the trailer park?
Yeah, actually. No. It was I ate a piece of string cheese, and I like the wrapper and I thought something like I was crawling across my foot, but
like a palmetto bug.
Oh yeah, I was like,
them flying bastards.
God, I hate those things.
I'm actually pretty good about killing bugs, honestly. Like I'm barehanded. I don't mind it. Spiders, I will always move to my kitchen though, because I'm like, if I ever have a fly, it's gonna eat it. Yeah, just relocation. Y'all mind if I grab my charger real quick?
No, please go right ahead.
Sorry.
Go right ahead. Yes. But yeah, the practical effects are really cool in this movie. The all the exploding bodies, the little creatures that move around. I'm a sucker for good practical effects, as we talk about that all the time. And it's as ridiculous as they were, it was a lot of fun. I like when her head gets blown back, you know?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Trauma came a long way from the Toxic Avenger, where the weight comes down on the head and they used a watermelon instead of like a fake head. Used a watermelon, painted it, dropped the weight on it, explosion, and now you have blowing up hookers in the room, which is like, so far advanced compared to what they used to have.
I mean, that's what happens when you give some DIY people a budget.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
I feel like it helps. Honestly, watching an exploding head builds character, because then when you get the money, you're like, I'm gonna explode some hookers. And
Yeah.
look, and I watched like on the behind the scenes of when they did it, they still had to do like these full plasters of all these girls. Like it's not just they are realistic plasters of these full body of all the women. And I think that scene alone cost the most money because
I could see that.
The explosion, the explosives themselves, how long it took to shoot to like boom and then edit the other girl like in and out. Yeah, it's I also love when she's reaching for the door and it explodes. I don't know. I'm also really a big fan of special effects and like practical effects.
Yeah.
A modern movie like tries to, I know that like it can't, I guess, stand the test of CGI or whatever, but like I love a practical effect in like today's era whenever people actually do it. But I know most of the time now it's like combined, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like combined works, but there's something that
I like it. I like it whenever it looks puppetry and stuff. I love puppet stuff.
Yeah. Animatronics works so much better usually. I think it ages better on film, even though you can tell that, oh yeah, that's an animatronic.
It's easier to buy for some reason.
Yeah, if you look at some of the CGI now compared to what we had like with Jurassic Park still holds up, but stuff that's done 10, 15, 20 years later doesn't hold up as well. It's like, what happened? Did you guys stop trying?
CGI, I feel like it's just like, it just looks like I know it's not real. It's it's computer. Like get on my computer. But like an animatronic, even though I know it's an animatronic, is just so much more terrifying.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It works so much better in the real world.
Right. Like even I even love the old Ninja Turtle movies, the live action ones, but they had the
first three.
Love those.
Yeah.
Those.
Those are great. I took my nephews to see those, the first two, and they were just little guys, and they loved it, man. I had to buy the VHS when they came out. It was like, okay, you guys like Ninja Turtles, I guess. I don't even know if they still know what a Ninja Turtle is anymore, but back then they did.
Now it's all like computer animated and like whatever. It's boring. I'm a big lover of like original animation too, and I feel like we really lose that today too.
Oh yeah.
It's just like whenever you see a fun practical effect, even when it's like corny, I'm about it.
Right.
So definitely you will get some good practical effects in Frankenhooker.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Really good, which is surprising. Like I said, it's Troma. Their practical effects are usually a lot less good.
I know Basket Case won whenever I forgot his name, but the Basket Case twin, whatever, the little guy. His mind, the entire scene of him like destroying the room is all in stop motion.
Yeah.
So like,
I haven't seen that in so many years.
Frank Henenlotter, he made that, and he was just like, yeah, this is a little goofy horror movie I put together, but then that put him on the map. And he was he was like, okay.
It worked. It worked.
Damage, that's another one he did with the little worm guy.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
There's
that one I feel like the practical effects got better too on that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. I was going to share with you. I'm in a film that was purchased by Troma and is on their Troma channel. It is called Evil Head Dead by Dong. So
okay,
I will send you a link.
Send me a link to that. I would love to check that out.
It is about a man on a Tinder date who gets attacked by a possessed sex toy. That's not ruining it. That's just what happens. That's the setup.
Okay.
Let her be surprised like I was.
She'll be surprised. There's a lot that happens, okay? I feel very violated in this movie is all I'm saying.
Okay. So, and maybe I need to make a musical for that one too.
Yeah.
Don't
I will
worry.
send you a link off
It's
air.
fun. It's funny. It's worth the watch. I'll tell you that much. God, that's
Yeah, I don't know where Troma has it right now, but I've got a copy. So
If anything, I'd love to be in a trauma type film. If wrestling gives me anything, I know a lot of them want to be on those big movies.
right.
I want to be in Frankenhooker too. That's
amen.
Nice.
Amen.
Speaking it out into the universe, Frankenhooker musical. I'm writing it.
Right.
Every day I get closer, but it's wrestling a lot of time, as you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
But like, I mean, if they do a second one, I don't want them to remake it.
No.
No.
Don't ever do not touch my Frankenhooker.
Right.
I agree.
Right. If they do a sequel, put me in it. Put me in, coach. I'll be a bartender or something.
That would be freaking great.
There'll have to be a fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would love that. I would love that. Yeah. Another, speaking of the bartender, I love the bartender Skip. I think that's her name, who's just randomly in the Frankenhooker movie. It's just like, she's such a random character, but I think it's so funny how much like outfit they gave her to
Yes.
as like this like butch biker lady bartender.
Right.
Even though she's only in like maybe like three parts total.
Yeah. Less than a minute probably altogether.
But they really wanted you to get across like, this is Skip. She's tough.
Yeah.
She has a deep voice. She doesn't put up with any shit, and you find that out in less than a minute. Hey.
Right.
Yep.
The lay off the pretzels, and Elizabeth is like, pretzels good.
I thought it was interesting that every picture was at an angle.
Oh,
yeah. In his office.
Every
All the
picture's
pictures
hanging
of
at an angle.
Elizabeth were all angled.
All of her, her head and everything. Yeah, that's
funny.
I mean, yeah, they probably weren't even thinking, or they probably did it because of the weird fake head they use. They probably didn't even use her real head for the pictures. They probably wanted that because they're like, oh, probably put pictures of the head in here. What are we gonna do?
Right. Quick, take a photo.
Take a photo of the fake one.
Yeah. Oh yes. What an awesomely fun movie. I personally think everybody should go out and watch it. It's I definitely recommend it. It's fun. It's got the effects. It's just entertaining as hell. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It's
had a deeper message as to why I love this movie so much, but it's really just like, it just cheers me up. It makes me happy. And I think it's
why I love wrestling. It cheers me up and makes me happy.
Yeah. Exactly. Literally that. If Frankenhooker, I feel deep in my soul that if I was in like the mid 90s in Japan as a women's wrestler.
Oh geez. Yeah.
Frankenhooker character.
Oh God, you could do it now. Maybe at AAA.
I am afraid now it's like it's people think of things too black and white, I think, and they're like, oh,
you're right.
A character couldn't like get over, but back then WCW and for some reason Japan, like a character, like just a character could get over and also be a good wrestler.
Right.
Today they're like, no.
That's crazy. But
I do love the idea of being Frankenhooker in the ring.
I think it's great.
I somehow, some way it will happen.
We got to bring those good old days back. That kind of wrestling where you can just do anything and have fun.
Yeah, just do whatever. Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I could get some gear made. The wig is really the only thing. It's keeping that on in the ring.
Yeah, it would be hard.
That's the only thing.
And you probably couldn't do the boots like hers.
I mean, no. Just don't have me run the ropes. But like, why would Frankenhooker? Why would Frankenhooker run?
Right.
But why did Elizabeth even have those damn shoes? That one never made any sense to me.
Where did they come from?
Why is she wearing platforms? She can't walk.
Are wearing those shoes that means he picked him out. He was like, I just like got any money?
Get any money?
I'd slap him too.
God, that's funny. Then her face, the actor, the Mullen, Katie Mullen, is that her name?
Patty.
I always want to call her Katie for some reason. Patty Mullen, when she does the face with the lips.
Oh, yeah.
God, that cracks me up. It's like any person that can just put themselves out there like that, you just hire. You just hire them to do whatever movie you got going out because they're willing to just do it without thinking about it.
Honestly, I'm so glad you brought that up because I feel like that is another thing that draws me so much to this movie is that because Patty Mullen, she's a full on like penthouse girl.
Yeah.
She's attractive, she's hot, but she's like, I'm gonna put everything into this character. I don't care. And I love it. I love it when that happens, when someone is just like, I don't care how people perceive me after this. Like she was just like fully like, I don't care. I'm gonna create a moment with this face I'm gonna make. And because like it's just hard to imagine them telling her like, oh yeah, could you just like look like you got electrocuted or something? Or like like I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
No, imagine she was just like, oh, like this, and she was like, ah. Like I love that.
She did it perfectly.
I think something tells me that was her. That like nobody told her to do that. She was just like, I could be wrong, but and that's one of those things that if I ever met her, I'd have to ask her. Is that who was that your choice or did somebody ask you to do that? It hits me like it was her choice.
I also feel that way. I would also love to meet her and find that out. I know it's surprising I haven't met her yet, but but at one of these like conventions, one of these days, I will.
It's bound to happen.
The overlap has to happen. She cracks me up on Instagram too because she like all she posts is her meeting people who love Frankenhooker, and then like while she'll do like a really like trying to be like serious, like I love living in New York type post, and because it's like a bunch of Frankenhooker convention stuff, and then she's like trying to look all like slay on the subway. I'm like, she's a bad bitch. I like her.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's awesome. Awesome. Yes, this was absolutely really fun. I am so happy that you gave us a movie worth watching. We've had some great choices from wrestlers, and it's been really bizarre the direction we have went with favorites. We have went from Scarface to Sonic the Hedgehog, K-pop Demon Hunters, and on.
And now
and now Frankenhooker.
No, honestly, I got some crazy deep cuts. Y'all ever want me on here again? I will talk about Tammy and the T-Rex with y'all.
Well, we will definitely.
You are always welcome back, and if we can find Tammy and the T-Rex, you are definitely coming back. Definitely come back and talk about that.
There's some crazy movies I've seen due to that time period, and so yeah,
right.
Yeah, so I just got so many on the brain sometimes. Anything from that, like, oh, I got a movie. Oh, I got a movie for you.
Very cool. We'll watch anything you want to watch, man. Just there's only one actor that I do not watch, and I can't even remember his name until I hear it. Scott will.
I'm not going to say.
Scott probably remembers who it is before I do.
I do. We're not doing any Tom Green, apparently.
It's just one guy, and it's just one guy that just.
Yeah.
I hear his name, I see him, and I'm like, oh, I hate that guy. I don't know why. It's just.
I'm trying to think of who he is. What is he in? Well, I guess you wouldn't know. You haven't seen.
He was married to somebody at one point, some actress, and he's so not funny to me, and he's supposed to be a comedic actor, and I'm like, I don't know why anybody likes this guy, and I forget. I literally drain him out of my brain until somebody mentions his name, and I'm like, no, I hate that guy.
I don't know why, but I hate him.
I don't know why, but I hate that guy. I know it's stupid. I know it's dumb, but it's me. It's
I've thought about a lot of wrestlers, so I totally get it. And I'm not going to say any of them are, but like, there's a lot of wrestlers where I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. But I mean, I of course respect everything that they do in the ring. I mean, what we do is hard. So
Yeah,
it's insane.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's like the likability though, where I'm like, no, I respect everything about you. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I just don't get you.
Yeah, there's a few like that. It's like that this is when I'm going to go do something else, and then I'll come back and see how things go. And it's nothing against them. It's just that's one of the things that I talk about a lot about wrestling and things that draws me, and it should draw everybody. There's always somebody you're going to connect to. There's always a style that you're going to like, and there's some that you're not. And it's just like it's not that they're a bad person or no good. No. It's just they don't do it for me.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it just takes me a while. Sometimes it takes me a while. Then I'll like, oh, you know what? There was someone. I'm not going to go into any names. There was someone where I was like, I don't get it. And then I had the opportunity to like be in the ring with them physically, and I was like, oh, I get it. Oh,
yeah, that's cool.
Like this person was actually really good to like learn from, and was really clean and everything they did. I was like, oh, I do get it actually.
There you go.
Okay, cool. I love that. I love being proven wrong. I love that.
Yeah.
In those capacities. There's something like if someone really tries to tell me why Frankenhooker is like a bad movie, like you can't prove me wrong.
No,
like,
they're wrong. It's their problem, not yours.
Like, and you know what? You're right, because we use the term a lot of times. It's so bad, it's good.
Yeah.
Frankenhooker is not a bad movie. It hits all the beats. It is structurally. It is a movie. It is done. It works. The story's solid. It's funny. It's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
I really would like to say, I like to think that like without Frankenhooker, we wouldn't get like, I don't know if y'all saw this movie, but I felt like it was really good. The Substance.
I haven't watched it yet, but I was thinking about it while we were talking. It's like, man, I need to watch The Substance.
Yeah.
Also a great movie. I loved that movie, but like, of course we would always have something that is like the basis of that but like without Frankenhooker, you wouldn't get, I think, the more deeper, because even though it wasn't supposed to be like this deeper meaning of like femininity and all this other stuff, I think it ended up kind of becoming that. A lot of the probably watched it, and then get other movies down the road that actually explicitly talk about the horrors of being a woman.
Right.
Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that one. Heard a lot of talk about it, a lot of good.
Yeah. I think there's like the horrors of like, Ginger Snaps, the werewolf girl movie.
Yeah.
That one is very much like the horrors of femininity and being a woman. And so you get that with Jawbreaker too, if they all see one with oh my gosh, what's her name? I can't think of her name, but
I know who you're talking about, but I'm drawing a blank as well.
Girls almost, but with death. But yeah, that movie, I feel like there's like a lot of these like really like I'm gonna curse, but really like cunty bad bitch horror movies that I feel like Frankenhooker kind of like introduces it a little bit more. Like, yeah, you can be super explicit and like have a message, even though they weren't trying to say a message.
Right.
No.
They were just having fun and getting some sex workers some benefit.
Yeah. And if you're going to get somebody to get naked, I guess that's the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, no. And I totally I agree. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Art classes hire strippers for models for live drawings, and that's what we did at PJC. So yeah, it made sense. Who else you going to get to just sit there? So,
but they got to stand still. Man, when you're drawing them, they got to stand still.
Oh yes. So
stop moving around this pole, and I'm trying to draw them. I don't.
All right. Well, that didn't. Please. It's not exactly what I was trying to say, but here we are. Bobbie, before I wrap this up, is there anything you want to shout out to anybody in a promotion? You want to call anybody out? You want to talk some shit? The mic is yours.
Absolutely. So if you don't follow me, I'm Thunder Bobbie on Instagram. I'm Bobbi Thunder, but Thunder Bobbie on Instagram. On there, you're going to see all of my updates and upcoming shows. April, I'm very booked. So whenever this is posted, I'm sure I will have another set of dates right there. And you'll be able to find me anywhere on New South, DCW, Guardians Legacy, and pretty much any show that wants me. OVW asked me to come back. That's my shout out. And Rita Rack, Rita, I'm coming for your family. I'm gonna make a Franken Rita. And it's
awesome.
All my business for me.
All the Bobbie business.
All the Bobbie business.
All right. Well, Bobbie, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for coming on. And I've really enjoyed sharing this time with you. And I hope our listeners want to hear about some Bobbie business. And definitely, folks, go check her out. She is tearing it up on the Southeast, and we have not seen the last of it.
Absolutely my pleasure having you here, man. You were great. If we can find Tammy and the T-Rex,
we'll be back.
You're going to be back. I really want to have you back because you're a lot of fun.
Tammy and the T-Rex. It's not my favorite movie, but it is fun. It is a
movie.
It is a movie. And if correct me if I'm wrong, this is called wrestling and a movie.
Wrestling and a movie.
So I fear we would have to talk about it as a wrestler talking about a movie. So
exactly.
Yes.
And there you go.
Yes. Absolutely. So thanks again, Bobbie, for joining us. And folks, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and we will see you soon. Thanks.
Cheers.